because I had so much stuff I had to do. Um, on a subject which kind of inspired the topic for this show. After I got off of there, I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. And to be truthfully honest, I just got finished doing a bunch of it. You feel me? But I was deciding whether or not I was going to give you guys a show. And I said, you know what? It's a little bit late. We doing the show about an hour late, but I said, screw it. I'm going to do the show anyway. And I'm going to talk about what we were talking about on Israel's show. Particularly, I want to talk about this thing we got going on in our community where we just love to continuously blame black men for all the problems of black culture and the black community. And you know what? It's old. It's old. It's old. Like I'm really sick of it. I'm really tired of it, man. And I feel like the world is tired of it. I feel like everybody is sick of it, man. But before we get into that topic, let me give a shout out to the people that came through and dropped some bread early. Shout out to my man Black Manta. He said this topic right here, yeah, it's time. Real talk. Shout out to Dark Power, always coming through. Shout out to Big Mike. Big Mike said, for the cookout, Vino Nation. You already know, bruh. Shout out to NDB Timmy. Said, supporting the show. Appreciate you, no doubt. Let's see. Shout out to William. He said, AM, what you know about Zap Ninja, man? Brother, you feel me? Shout out to Miss Lockhart. She said, happy Wednesday from our household to yours. I appreciate it. Shout out to you and yours. Shout out to Gab. Gab said, support and appreciation to you / your show. It's Gab. Man, you know I know who you is. Let's see. Shout out to my man, Jay Jermaine. He said, for your later show, salute. He actually hit me up around 3 because he knew I was going to do a show today. Appreciate you guys. Those of you that are just coming in, make sure you hit the Cash App. Make sure you hit the Cash App and support the show. Make sure you hit the like button and get the likes up. We got to talk about this topic, man. We got to talk about this topic. And I'm trying to figure out what is the best way to tackle it, right? Oh, yeah, and by the way, let me say this. Let me say this to any potential sponsors, not you guys, not the people. I'm talking about companies, right? To the companies that are watching my channel continue to grow, right? It's like, ooh, he has a channel that has quite a few subscribers, gets quite a few views. I'm going to say this one time and one time only, because my wife handles that side of it. She handles that, you know, the sponsorships and all of that stuff. And I mean this in the most professional way. Stop wasting my wife's time. Stop wasting her time. Like, we don't play no games over here. Okay? We don't play no games over here. If you hitting us up because you want to do some sort of sponsorship, some sort of partnership, if you ain't talking about no money, you ain't talking about nothing. Period. So either come correct or don't come at all. You feel me? Because it really don't make no sense to hit me up, wanting me to do a sponsorship, wanting me to do a video ad for you, and what you're offering, I can make doing a live stream. I can make 3-4 times over doing a live stream. Like, don't like cut it out, man. Cut it out. Like, respect the hustle, respect the size of the channel. All right. Stop playing games with us. You feel me? Because the funny thing about it, you guys, is you got people that's hitting us up. You got companies that's hitting us up that have partnerships with channels that have 1 million plus subscribers, and they're acting like they don't want to come up off no bread. Like, stop it. Like, cut it out. Cut it out, man. Stop wasting people's time. You feel me? But earlier today, when that conversation was being had, right? OG J Speed, who we all know is an older brother. And look, despite what I think about the boomers, you know, I don't have no smoke for OG. You know, I actually have a degree of respect for OG because I get what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. The only problem is I don't think he realizes that what he's saying, like the way he's tackling the argument, the angle that he's coming from, it's outdated. It's outdated. It's outdated. Like, I understand what he's saying, but I think the one thing that he doesn't realize is that Black people are not the same as we used to be. We're not. Y'all can tell that from the music I was just playing. Now, unfortunately for us, and you know, this is a theory of mine. This is a theory of mine, and most people ain't gonna agree with this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Black people nowadays, in my personal opinion, have lost their soul. And I don't mean soul as in your spirit or the thing that you believe travels to another place when you die. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the essence of us, the thing that separated us from everybody else, the thing that made us make such beautiful music, the things, you know, the soul When I was a kid, one of the main sayings that black people had was lift every voice. Why the hell is it black men ain't allowed to lift their fucking voice? Why the only people you want to hear from are the women? Particularly the women that don't do nothing but dog out and denigrate black men and the image of black men. Where's your smoke for them? Every time a black man opens his damn mouth to say something that a black woman shouldn't be doing, here come one of you Negroes to shut them up. But when they over there talking they shit about us, you ain't got nothing to say. When The Color Purple came out, you didn't boycott that movie. When Wait and Exhale came out, you didn't boycott that movie. When Mary J. Blige was singing and girlfriend, she wasn't disrespectful. In fact, she's 100% sure. When she was singing all of them songs about the sorry ass trifling men that she dealt with from her poor decisions. Me and Mr. Wrong, all that old bullshit. You Negroes wasn't saying nothing. You was cruising down the street bumping that shit. When Boys the Men sung about the women back in the day that did them dirty, you called them punks. You clowned them for it. But every man that was singing about being a player, you cheered for them. Right?
Took me way back down memory lane.
I just want to know, what's your end game? What's your end game? How far do you think you're going to get? Constantly beating your men down into nothingness and then blaming them for being nothing. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Just let that sink in for a second. Your women were screaming they didn't need a man. Instead of you telling them they was crazy, you cheered them on. Well, black women been taking care of the household since I don't know when. So it might as well, you know, these sisters is strong. They so strong, they doing both jobs. They ain't never did both jobs. Because if they did both jobs, these kids out here right now wouldn't be acting a damn fool. I don't got to point out the failure of the women in our community. You can see it. It's right there in front of your face. Sukihana's a product of that. Glorilla's a product of that. Meg Thee Stallion's a product of that. All these new male rappers, half of them, I don't even know their damn names. YNP Fruity Butt. KGY Cookie Monster, whatever the fuck they be calling themselves nowadays. They're a product of that. Y'all don't hear me. I'm going to preach tonight. Because I get so damn tired of black men being blamed for this shit. You championed single mothers. These women produced men that are lackluster. They produced men that are lacking in their masculinity. And you still don't want to blame the women for it. You got a woman, because of her poor choices, raising a child by themselves, raising children by themselves. Not doing a good job at it.